Simple modules in OMNeT++. A simple module is a basic executable component in OMNeT++ simulation, and they are actually the fundamental building blocks for creating simulations. So a simple module is the smallest unit of functionality in OMNeT++. They do not contain other modules. They are atomic, and they are written in .NET files and implemented in C++. The behavior is implemented in C++, and they are capable to process data, generate messages, receive messages, and so on. And the C++ part of a module is simple module is implemented as a class usually, and that class inherits from a built-in OMNeT++ class called cSimpleModule. So this class has many useful methods such as initialize, handleMessage, and so on that cSimpleModules or the simple modules inherit. So the initialization method, initialize, is called automatically at the start of the simulation to initialize the module and read parameters and so on. handleMessage, with this method, a module can actually receive messages and handle them based on the logic. Modules are actually configured using the NED files directly or through the omnetpp.ini files. Again, basic methods that are inherited from cSimpleModule are initialize, handleMessage. Finish is also a method that's called at the end of the simulation to print or write statistics to files or do any cleanup or final calculations. scheduleAt, to schedule an event in the future, which can be a timer or self-event or whatever. cancelEvent, to remove an event from the event queue. Send, so that a module can be able to send messages to other modules. Parameter or par, to read parameters in real time from the initialization files. Emit, this method, so for example, if the simple module implements the physical layer of a protocol, then let's say that a collision, packet collision happens, then the module can emit or tell that a collision has happened to other modules. And the other modules can actually subscribe or listen to these signals or emissions and then act accordingly. They can record statistics, or let's say that the higher protocol is a MAC layer, is the MAC protocol, so they can do something based on the fact that a collision has happened. Or if the protocol is a congestion control protocol, they can do something based on the fact that a collision has happened or a packet has been received correctly. Some examples on simple modules. So from the samples that come with OMNeT++ installation is the Aloha protocol. So in an AlohaNet network, you'd have computers, wireless computers. So any one of them can be represented as a simple module, simple host. So you'd have the keyword simple and then the name of the simple module. So this is the NED part, and the module will have parameters. But then the behavior of the simple module has to be implemented in C++. So you'd have another file, a C++ file with a class with the same name, and then it has to inherit from the cSimpleModule built-in class. Another example is HTTP server from the same samples that come with OMNeT++. So the HTTP server is implemented or represented as a simple module with parameters and so on. And then this simple module or the behavior is implemented as a class in C++ called HTTP server, and it inherits from another class called QBase, but then QBase inherits from cSimpleModule. So if the implementation of the simple module in C++ does not directly inherit from cSimpleModule, the parents of that class have to eventually inherit from cSimpleModule. This is another example from the Veins framework. Here, the component that is implemented as or represented as a cSimpleModule is the mobility component. So we'd have simple base mobility, like iMobility. This is just an interface. And then, so this is the NED part, the C++ part. You have a class. Forget about this. You have a class called base mobility that inherits from another class called battery access. The battery access class inherits from base module, and then finally the base module inherits from cSimpleModule. So this is a must. Again, the base mobility class does not directly inherit from cSimpleModule, but eventually there is an inheritance to that class, from that class. Finally, there is an example from the INET framework. So if you go to inet/source/inet/network layer/IPv4, you will find icmb.ned, which is the NED file for the ICMP Internet Control Message Protocol, the ping protocol. You'll find that it's represented as a simple module. So even network protocols can be implemented as simple modules. And then, so this is the NED file, but then the C++ file will have a class ICMP that inherits from cSimpleModule, which is the behavior. So here in the C++ implementation, the ping functionality, the way to handle incoming messages and to generate echo requests and so on of the ICMP protocol happens actually or are implemented using this C++ class. Thank you.